know much about that. So kind of brought back to mind this song that I don't do so often, but I'll do it now. It's called A Peaceful Life. A friend of mine in Nashville that I was spending time with told me stories about her growing up. She talked about her brother. They were raised by a stepdad and a mom. And her brother was gay, but of course, he didn't know that when he was a small child. But there was something that threatened the stepdad about this boy, and so he didn't treat him well at all. And so when her brother was old enough, he quickly left that abusive situation, moved to California, and she told me 10 years later he died of AIDS. But she didn't. She loved her brother, no matter what his sexual preference was, no matter what his spiritual path was, no matter what color he was. That was her brother. So when I heard that story, I started thinking about this song. And then someone told me the story of Matthew Shepard, who was a gay activist at the University of Wyoming, I think, who was working very hard to raise awareness for gay and lesbian people on the campus, and was captured, kidnapped, and tortured, and left to die on a fence post. But, they did find him, and then he died like 6 days later after they found him from the abuse and torture. So I wrote this song about that. The second verse is written for some women friends of mine who told me about their less than desirable relationships. I'll do a happy song after this. There Ronnie was born, a redneck's son. Turned 18, left home on a dead run. Straight for the California coast, where he wouldn't be afraid to let his soft side show. Settled down in Santa Cruz where a painful past is easy to lose. He started making friends just like him down by that ocean side. He said, yeah, 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 I can be myself. No, you can't hurt me now. Being different isn't worth the fight. I have a right to a peaceful life. Molly was married 5 long years. Love in her heart was replaced by fear. She had style, class, and brains, but she lost herself in his anger and his pain. One brave night she packed some things and she left a little note rolled up inside her wedding ring. This is what she wrote. She said, yeah, 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 I can be myself. No, you can't hurt me now. Being different isn't worth the fight. I have a right to a peaceful life. Freedom will not ring. Peace will always be a dreamer's thing. Till every woman, child, and man can stand up side by side, hand in hand. Sing with me for me. Singing, yeah, 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 I can be myself. We all have a right to a peaceful life. Yeah, yeah. in the same sweet circle. It's a Disney dreaming dance we do. Seasons turn, feelings are changing. The sky is bright and around that you know the words of the song. We all come up if you want. Hey, round we go round in the same sweet circle. It's a Disney dreaming dance we do. Reminds me one time I was playing at the Field Morrison Spring on the stage in Carolina Rubino. I don't know if you know Caroline. She has a couple of llamas. And she lets some teenagers take care of the llamas all day at the Field Morrison Spring. So right in the middle of my set, the teenagers tied the llamas to the stage. And right in the middle of that, they're all like blue. And I got a head come up here like this and another over there. Like my backup singer. No. Feeling spring like the birth of a baby. And sunshine more like a parent's smile. It's a song of the rhyme. It's a sweet taste of maple. Falling in love. And around that style. Hey, round we go around in the same sweet circle. Seasons turn, feelings are changing, and the sky is bright and around that blue. Music is playing, people are swaying. Love is flowing just like homemade wine. We share the food, we celebrate the harvest day. Now the people in the shore are fine. Hey, round we go round in the same sweet circle. It's Disney dreaming dance we do. Seasons turn, feelings are changing, and the sky is bright and around that blue. Winter's alone, the wind gets wicked. 20 below, that ain't no big deal. There's magic at midnight. Just go out, walking in the moonlight. You'll see diamonds on the stone. These treasures are real. Round we go